Hello guys, so I'm going to come on here and talk about something. So those of you that follow me on Facebook, I can't remember if I mentioned it here on YouTube, but my uncle passed away a day after Thanksgiving. We're on our way to they're having like a graveside funeral for him. Anyways, it's my uncle on my mama's side, which is, my dad's side, which would have been his brother, so it was my mama's son, which my grandma that just passed away. So there's been like 3 deaths in my family on my dad's side within like less than 4 months. My uncle had been sick for a long time. Everybody thought that he would pass away before she would, but you know, we never know when our time on earth is done. He was like 50 something, like 51, 52. Anyways, excuse me. Like right now, my heart's been heavy and sort of just like lost for words. I came on there and done that Dollar Tree haul yesterday. Didn't really talk about it, but it's crazy. There's like 3 deaths in the family within 4 months, and it's like, wow. I wasn't really as close to Jerry as I was my other Uncle Ricky, but he was still my uncle and my family, and I love him. It's just it's crazy and it's hard, but the thing of it is, I've always said here lately, this has been going through my mind, and I had wrote a little song about it last week, talking about how we don't need to live for tomorrow and live in the past. Don't live for yesterday, because that's done happened. But we got to live for today. Every day that you wake up and it's a new day, you've got to live for that day. You can't worry about tomorrow. You can't live for yesterday. You can't live, in the past, but you have to live for today. Today is a new day. And today could be your last day here on this earth. My family has gotten so short, like compared to when it was just my mom and dad that had passed away, and like my grandma and my grandpa. And before my grandma died, I thought that, my family was less and less, but my family has gotten really less. And, which is nothing new to me. Considering of losing loved ones, it's happened like 3 deaths within 4 months, and then like all of the other deaths. But, we're not promised tomorrow. And whenever you have your family here left, I don't want to get emotional, because here lately I've just cried way too much with all this mess. But if you have your loved ones here with you, you need to love them, cherish them. Even if you're going through a storm and there's troubles in the home within your family, whether it's immediate family or distant family, lay that aside and love them. And you believe what you want to believe. Let them believe what they want to believe, or let them feel how they want to feel. Let you feel how you want to feel. But when it's all said and done, y'all are still family. And some way, somehow, you need to set that crap aside and realize tomorrow may never come, and one day they may not be there. Simply as that. I had talked to my uncle whenever I done that walnut video on here when I was cracking the walnuts. I had sat out there and talked to him for about at least 20 minutes that day. So I had got to talk to him and stuff, and we had a little talk and stuff. And it's just, life is so short. We're like a flower. That flower blooms and then eventually it fades away. But yet there's a better thing. You know how like the marigolds, they'll bloom, they'll fade away, but they come back. If you're saved, like, you're going to be like that marigold. You're going to come back, but it won't be down here. It'll be up in heaven. And I'm thankful for that. But while the time we have down here on this earth, we're down here for a short while. And there's troubles, there's trials, but we're here, we're living, we have breath. And we should be thankful for that and love one another. Just love one another. Tell your family you love them, cherish them, hold them, hug them tight. You know, tell your kids you love them. Your grandparents, you love them if you hadn't seen them. Go take some time out of your time to go visit them, because you know what? You never know if they're lonely or if they need somebody or what have you. But it's hard sometimes with family and stuff, but none of us are promised tomorrow. So that's where we're heading. I decided though with my kids, because they've been through a lot with death and stuff here lately, they had, this makes their fourth death, because their grandma died, their other grandma. So I asked the older two if they wanted to go, and they didn't want to. Gracie was like, if you want me to, I will. I'm like, no, if you don't want to, you don't have to. And the boys, I just didn't even, I told them about it yesterday. There wasn't much said, but I didn't, you know, force them to come, because they're little and they don't need all that mess. But anyways, guys, just love one another, and just realize we ain't promised tomorrow. So each new day that we have here on this world down here below, you need to make it your best, because we never know. One day we could go to sleep and never wake back up, and whatever you have put forth through others is what example you're going to leave behind. So I hope and pray that one day that whenever it's my time to go, and like my kids, they can say, hey, my mama was a strong mama, and she loved God, and she cared for others. Because whatever you do down here, whenever you leave, you're going to leave either good or bad. So we should always strive to do our best and treat people with respect. You know, I've always taught my kids, I was raised, I didn't have hardly nothing, but I made my stuff look good. I dressed like $1 million, and I ain't ashamed to say that. Well, consider whenever I was younger, I never did like tell anybody that I was poor, didn't have money, but I dressed and I owned it. You know what I'm saying? But I always told my kids, I said, you know, you have these things, but don't ever, when other kids are making fun of other kids because they don't have name brand stuff or like nice clothing or like nice homes or nice cars, never be the one to make fun of them kids, because you don't know what they go through. And a lot of those kids want that stuff, but they can't have it. And I'm thankful that the stuff that I had, I could make it work. But some of the kids that were less fortunate, I was with the popular kids, but yet I was good with the kids that was unfortunate and the kids that people made fun of, because my heart just wasn't in that mess. So teach your kids, guys, to love everybody, and you know, don't show favoritism, because we're all down here on this earth for the same purpose. You know, people thinks money's it. Material things don't matter. When you die, you can't take none of that crap with you. So it's best whenever you die and you leave behind a good trait rather than a bad, snooty, bad trait. Whether it's full of anger, strife, bitterness, you know, you want to leave something behind that people would want to try to follow in your footsteps.
Good legacy.
Yes, a good legacy. It's just, you know, this world and kids today it's all about material crap, and it's crazy. I don't understand it. So, I mean, even for grown-ups, for us, you know, there's so many people that's all about the big things, but you know what? that crap don't even matter. If people could only understand that, this world would be a better shape. Because they get highfalutin and they get high above their means when really and truly they think they're up here, but when it all boils down, their attitude makes them way down here. Even though they have the clothes and the cars and the nice things, they ain't got nothing, because a crappy attitude ain't good. And people can truly sense that. Sense that mess. But everybody's different. Everybody don't think the same. We gotta pray for everybody and love everybody. Sometimes that's hard to do. I mean, I try to love everybody, but sometimes people get under my skin, and I gotta keep praying and praying and telling God to help me with it. But we just gotta take one day at a time. And the most thing, trust in God, because at the end of the day, He's the only one that can bring us through any trials that we go through, any sickness, you know, any type of fears in your life, any heartache. He's the God of everything, and He's the one that can take all that mess away. He can't really take all of the, you know, He can't bring your family back, but He can take that pain away. And He can be, you know, the comforter that you need and the peace that you need. And sometimes we know that and we can feel that, but still it's hard. Even though you have the peace of God there, it's still at times hard, especially during holidays, you know. But I've got to hurry because I've got less than like 40 seconds. But with me here lately, you know, since my grandma died and then Ricky and then all this crap going on, my heart, it's like, sometimes it's just heavy, you know. And, but like I said, the Lord, He feels that, and I'm thankful for that. But anyways, guys, just wanted to share that with you guys. Love one another and take one day at a time, and just know this could be your last day here on this earth right now. So live your life the fullest. Smile when you can't smile, and because you never know what life you may help. And I will talk to you guys later.